All right, blessings, everyone. Just gonna get comfortable here. What I'm gonna show you today is gonna be a little different. Some of you may already have seen this man's channel, this brother's channel, but this is the first that I've seen of this channel, and I have received him openly. I have received him with my heart. When I first saw this, the first thing I remembered is what I know that is in my forehead. And when I saw that, I was really spooked. But it's nothing compared to what this brother will show you. Mine does not look the same at all. At all. But when I saw mine, there was two that looked like beasts that were beside me. Now, I've always, knew that they were that close to me. I never was free from them at all. I knew that for every good thing that I did, something bad would happen or something would take it away. It was just right there to take it away. And I mean, that's something that I dealt with all my life. So while I seen this and I'm standing there and I could see in my forehead I could see in my forehead, then I see these two things beside me. I was taken by that, and I emailed a sister, and I showed it to her. And again, she saw the two. She didn't see so much of what was the forehead, I don't believe, but these things that were standing beside me looked just like this, just like that. Yeah, all blue. Yeah. So I'm believing that now that after I've seen this brother's gift and what he can do with this light, then yes, this is to me demonic. And you can see the face right here in the corner. That's just one of many that I can see and point out here, but this one's pretty strong, so this is all very demonic. Again, this is the darkness in light. All right, so let's just get going here, and I'll explain as we go along. I'm just praying that this all makes sense and comes together. Oh, may the Holy Spirit work through me. All right. This is Jonathan Kleck in his own words about light.
I know it's probably pretty dark on your screens. Can you see me at all times?
No, not really.
How's that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was praying, about this whole thing we're producing. And I pray a lot, and I ask the Lord, what do you want me to do? And He shows me. And once again, what you're looking at is going to be evidenced, by all the data that you're going to get that, yeah, everything's been led. Everything that you're receiving is by an orchestration, and that's one thing I want to show to you and for you to take hold of. So, I showed you, this is where we're shooting in the art gallery. Todd, just take a spin and get everything without any of the colored lights on it. This is just with normal lighting. Over here, I actually have a couple lights on. Let me turn those off real quick. And so, let me give you the concept of what this was really all about. And I want you guys to remember, I'm also showing you what predestination is. The Sunglass Company, our tagline is come out of the darkness and into the light with glad eyewear, because vampires are supposed to be able to, not come out during the day, but with these sunglasses, they're supposed to be so good that even the undead can come out and hang out in the light. That was the premise of the sunglasses. That's what I used to do before I got saved. So, I want you to consider this. I also am an artist, and I was doing artwork, and I developed this art, and I don't even know how it came around, that I would use light as a medium in art. Now, as we're doing this, I'm going to turn the lights down, let Todd just, look at those walls, and without light on it, it's really, even with white lights on it, it's not that really big of a deal. It's not that revealing. But I want to show you now what the point was for this. And I want you to consider this. Just think of the scriptures. Jesus says, where your light shines, it will expose their evil deeds. Jesus said, I am the light of the world. So if anyone wants to come to me, you have to come to the light. Isn't it odd that, the medium in art that somehow I developed before I got saved is light? I want you to consider this. The mystery that's been revealed through this, ministry is given by the light. Jesus is the light. He's the light of the world. So the light working through a human being is what makes manifest what's hidden in darkness. I think it's fascinating that the medium itself is light. Now I want to show you the idea so you can try and wrap your brains around this, because the Lord put it on my heart. Let him see your artwork.
Gordon. So this all means something. There's actually studies too about how they believe celluloid is the space between stars, and that there's some kind of communication between this, is some kind of medium for communication in the spirit realm. So here's the paper on the ultraviolet spectra of organic molecules in the interstellar medium. This talks all about cellophane as the interstellar medium. This is probably the stuff that Nikola Tesla was working on. The polysaccharides cellulose and starch have been shown to give an excellent match to a certain spectra of interstellar medium. Spectra is like the way that something processes light. Okay? This is all about light. Lucifer, the light bearer, right? The matching was based on comparisons of laboratory spectra of polysaccharides with those of various astronomical objects, in particular dark clouds. Cellulose has broad absorption bands. The commonly accepted dominant interstellar material was the crystalline silicates. It has been claimed that cellulose obviates the
Okay, see all this glitter?
Artwork represents. And this is what I was doing in 2001 before I got saved. Also, this right here, this statue right here is, we showed it to you earlier. And let me try and get the light to stand it. It represents a fallen angel. And this is a knot in the wood. This is supernatural. There's no way a knot could be in the wood right there. And it looks like tears.
I mean, I'm sorry about this. Okay, but this needs to be put out there. Look at the blue. Look at the red. I mean, this is just textbook stuff here. He talks about things of being supernatural done to this tree. He's pulled out this cursed thing, okay, from the forest. And I would say the south. Absolutely, the south field. Southfield has a lot to do with what he talks about when it comes to male body parts. Again, it's the South. But this is a cursed thing. And then he, in his own words, will tell you that he feels very shocked and surprised that he's carved Jesus in the face of this cursed thing in this tree.
Dripping down onto the shoulder, just like the hieroglyph. How in the world is that possible? So it's half one thing, half something else. But you see the crucifixion in the middle? Well, I didn't know this, and when I carved it, I'm going to show you a picture that I have in my photo album from when I carved out.
How does the Holy Spirit bring you to something such as a cursed thing as this of a tree of pure evil? How does the Holy Spirit does not do that? The Holy Spirit brings you to Jesus, not boasting of oneself, of iniquity here, of him and his boasting of the carving this out. This is a no. There should be no tolerance. No tolerance for this. You want to talk blasphemy? And you're going to tell me that that's the Holy Spirit that led him to talk about this and carve Jesus in the face of this cursed thing? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to bring you now to a channel that I found absolutely amazing. And again, we're dealing with light, all right? And this is his gift that he is bringing forward. And I received him immediately when I first saw this. I was just absolutely in awe about this because the truth is, when I saw my forehead one day, I know what's there. Like, I know what it looks like. And there were some other things that had taken place, but I'll keep it to myself. And yeah, there's some definite truth here. We are moving forward, and this is truly leading into testimonies. So I'm running out of time, so we're going to do this, and I'll leave everything in the description box. I don't think I'll have much more time to talk after this. But again, we're dealing with light, and this is what this brother does with his light. EyeSpy is the name of the channel. For God, who commanded the light to shine out of the darkness, hath shined in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of his glory of God in the face of Jesus Christ. But we have the treasures in earthly vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of God and not of us. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. If we say we are followers within and walk in darkness, we lie and do not the truth. And I will bring the blind by way that they knew not. I will lead them in paths that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them, and crooked things straight. These things will I do unto them, and not forsake them. He divided the sea with his power, and by the understanding he smite through the proud. But his spirit he hath garnished the heavens. His hand hath formed the crooked serpent. Lo, these are parts of his ways, but how little a portion is heard of him. But that thunder of his power, who can understand? God bless, no fear, be love, and give hope.